City of Heroes has been rated T by the ESRB for mild language, mild violence, and adult situations. It has been approved for all players aged 13 and older. It's equally funny because every once in a while when somebody says this, it's on Facebook. Somebody will say, well, I've been doing it for 25 years, so obviously I know more about it than you do. And I went, young man, how old are you? Oh, well, I'm 35. Right. I've been playing this game longer than you've been alive. That means, using your own logic of played for a long time equals correctness, that means that unless you manage to resurrect Gary Gigax or one of the other original D&D players, I'm likely to be right about everything, no matter what I say. And he's like, well, that's nonsense. And I said, yeah, that's my point. That's my point. The point is that just because I've been playing for a long time doesn't mean, number one, that I don't have a lot of things that I could still learn. And number two, that just because I've been playing for a long time does not mean I'm automatically right. I can be incorrect. And so can he. This sort of gatekeeping nonsense, But hey, country singer Chris Christopherson. I can hear it. I know there's a bomb around here somewhere. Country singer Chris Christopherson, who I gotta tell you, is someone worth checking out if you never have. Anyway, he's got this song, and the title of the song is "Jesus Was a Capricorn," and the lyric is, Jesus was a Capricorn. He ate organic food. Okay, now I know I can hear it, but where? The thing is, what I'm trying to find here is very small. Oh, there it is. Anyway, the chorus of the song, the chorus of Jesus Was a Capricorn, goes, because everybody needs somebody that they can look down on. And I think that's true. I think most of the reason why people get this arrogant attitude of, well, I've been doing it for X number of years, so obviously I'm right. If you're not doing it my way, you're doing it incorrectly. I honestly think it's because they want to have an excuse to look down on you. They want to have an excuse to think that you are lesser than. And of course, it's not just in gaming, I used to play Mech Warrior online, against other players. And these people would act like being good at this game meant something in the real world. Oh, here it is. Of course, being good at a game just means you're good at a game. Unless you're on the professional circuit, and not too many people are, you're not making any money on it. I'm not making any money on this game. I'm not making any money on, not to speak of, just because I'm still a small tuber, But even then, it is not my skill at the game that is making me money. It's the fact that I'm recording my gaming play and am presenting it as a I don't know, a dramatic presentation or something. Anyway, guys, to wrap it all up, don't be a dick like this. Just don't do it. It's not pleasant. It's not it's not proper, and especially if you're one of those types who argue for an end to discrimination and hate and fascism and all that number. If you're looking down on other people, sorry, you're doing it wrong. Okay, back to the game. The mysterious General Z, it's a good thing you got there when you did, or the Sky Raiders would have bombed that Lockhart office to smithereens. A lot of people owe you their lives today. I guess the Sky Raiders were trying to destroy the evidence you found. I can see why. This strongly hints that Lockhart Aerotech is working with the Sky Raiders. In the right hands, it's enough to start an investigation, or at the very least. I'm proud to be working with you. I have approval to make more enhancements available. Okay, that's nice. Ask about available missions. We have another tip from General Z. It seems Sky Raiders are going to clear out their secret research facility you learned about. They don't want any evidence of their connection to Lockhart Aerotech falling into your hands. Can you protect that research and prevent a massacre? Yes. Okay, where are we going? Atlas Park. All right. Long-range teleporter, ahoy. Okay, we will finish this this mission, and that'll be the last one for this play session of City of Heroes. Granted, this session's probably going to be divided up into 4 different videos, but that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, so it's going to be 4 videos, I think, 1 for each mission. Oh yeah, I know where we are. Okay. But yeah, if you are proud of the fact that you stand against racists and other bigots and all that number, yet you are nevertheless judgmental and superior, all that number. I have seen people, they will make some factual claim. And even if I agree with you, about what you're doing, if you tell a lie, if you make shit up to promote your agenda, I'm going to call you out on it. Because I honestly believe that if you have to lie to make your point, you shouldn't be making your point. You just shouldn't. Especially if it's a point that I agree with. Because all you're doing is you're leaving our side of the argument open to ridicule. You know. And I don't care what the lie is. You know, statistics, facts. Doesn't matter. If you're telling a lie in promotion of the agenda, then you need to stop, because that's wrong. If our side of the argument cannot live and die on the facts and on the truth, you should not be making shit up. Because that just makes us look bad. But I've had people, they will do this, they will make, they will lie in some way. They'll lie about whatever, okay? We're trying to stop. Trying to stop misogyny, so they'll make things up to make it look worse. Don't do that. That's wrong. The situation's bad enough that we don't have to make crap up. Especially because people come around behind us and go, well, you lied about this. It's like, well, what are we supposed to say? Well, yeah, I suppose technically we lied, but, the greater point is no. Sorry, no. The greater point might be more important. But the fact that we lied ruins the greater point. Because now it's not about the greater point. It's not about how, women are still portrayed badly in Hollywood. Even with all these strong, powerful women in stories around Hollywood, they're still, they're still treated badly in so many different ways. Well, yeah, except now the story is not about the problems of how women are portrayed. You know, the fact that older women can't get work. Ooh, that's one that bugs the fuck out of me. You know, but it's not about that anymore. Now it's about how you lied to make the point. So I will point this out. I will say, you shouldn't have said that because what you said was wrong. And immediately someone will go, oh, well, you're just a misogynist. Wait, you mean the only reason, even though I agree with your point, the only reason I would say, no, you're wrong, stop lying, is because I'm a misogynist? Are you kidding me? Couldn't possibly be because I think the truth works better than a lie. No, can't be that. Has to be because I'm a misogynist. Because why else would anybody disagree with you, right? Except I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. Well, yeah, I am disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with your point that, you know, things should be better. What I'm disagreeing with is you lying to make things better. And I've had this discussion with a lot of different people about a lot of different topics. You know. Back during the Antifa riots. How long ago was that? 5 or 6 years now? I objected to the riots. I did. I objected to the riots. Not because I was, you know, pro-fascist or whatever you want to call it, but because I was anti-random violence. Most of the businesses burned down in these riots had nothing to do with anything that was going on. It's just people wanted to burn a building down, you know? They wanted to burn a building down, therefore they were in the right. Well, except what did those business people ever do to you? You know, they weren't the cops who were shooting innocent black people. They were just business people. You know. Of course, there was the one guy who said, shit, I'm after a TV. You know, why'd they burn down the electronics store? Because this guy wanted a TV. Well, great, thank you. You just admitted that you're not interested in the cause. What you're interested in doing is grand larceny, grand theft. You know, congratulations, you're a criminal. And then there are, of course, the people who refuse to listen to facts because those facts disagree with their personal agenda. You know? Well, I think you're exaggerating that to make it look worse. Oh, I get it. You're saying that this problem doesn't happen. No, I'm not saying this problem doesn't happen. I'm saying the problem is not as bad as you are trying to pretend it is. And here's the facts and figures on that prove that, yes, I'm right, you're exaggerating the problem. Oh, well, you just hate women. You just hate black people. You just hate whoever. No. What I do is I like the truth. Don't lie. Don't lie. It's not worth it. So, to change the subject once again, I've been looking at the previews for the upcoming Flash movie starring Ezra Miller. And, you know, I understand Ezra Miller's supposed to be problematic right now, but I think I'm going to see the movie anyway. And I'm probably going to enjoy it because I got to tell you guys, I've been a fan of the Flash for a long time. I've been waiting for a Flash movie for a long time. And I figure If I can still enjoy reading the Harry Potter books, and I can, if I can still enjoy listening to Richard Wagner, and I can, if I can continue to separate the artist and their problematic actions and or views from the art, and I can, why wouldn't I do that with Ezra Miller? You know, oh, you're giving him money. Well, no, I'm actually giving the studio money. He's already been paid for his work. You know, I'm already. He's already been paid no matter what I do. Therefore, I might as well enjoy the film if it's a good film. So I'm gonna go see it. You know, it's like I had one guy go, well, why do you still own the Harry Potter books? Why wouldn't I? What would getting rid of them do to J.K. Rowling right now? Well, you know, it's part of the boycott. Yes, but I've already given her the money. You know, I bought those books. God, what's it been now? 20 years? More than 20 years? I bought those books 20 years ago. When we didn't know that Rowling was a transphobe. What would getting rid of those books do to her at this point? Nothing. Books haven't stopped being entertaining. Books haven't stopped being, you know, decent story told by a pretty good writer, even though she's an asshole. So what exactly would getting rid of the books now do to show my displeasure with J.K. Rowling exactly? Nothing. She's already been paid. She's already got my money. She has had for decades. Okay, that's down. Did I miss anybody up here? I don't think so, but I'm going to check anyway. Oh, her up there. So, you know, I agree with the overall point that, you know, we shouldn't be giving her our money. But if we've already given her our money, then there's no real point in, you know, oh, well, I'll never read those books again. Why? I don't remember a lot of transphobia in the books. Just saying. You know? Just saying. It's kind of like, you know, I've got friends who refuse to watch John Wayne movies because he was a racist. Well, number one, pretty much anybody in Hollywood who was born when he was born will be a racist because that's just the culture they grew up in. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm not saying that their racism is acceptable. I'm saying that what do you expect? Number two, the man's dead. The man's been dead for almost 40 years. He's not making any more money off of his movies, you know. And number three, a lot of them are really good movies. So what's the thing? What you know? What? How do you hurt John Wayne by not seeing his movies? Now that the man's been dead for 30 years, explain it to me, please. I don't understand. Okay, that's the that was the last mission for this play session. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening to my rambling, mindless screed, if you will. We talked about a lot of things: hot dogs, politics, movies, entertainment. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.